Hi everybody, thanks for coming by. I'm here to do a general love reading. I'm going to do a little bit of a longer astro intro, so for those of you who aren't interested in astrology, I'll timestamp the reading below in the description box. But it's an opportune time because there's so much happening in terms of water in the sky right now. We have the Sun, Mercury, and Mars all in Scorpio. We have the Moon in Cancer, at home in Cancer. We have Neptune at home in Pisces, as well as Saturn there. So that's where I'm actually going to start because, and this does pertain to love relationships most definitely, so I'll get to that and how. Oh, the lighting's weird. I'm sorry, you guys. Lighting is a challenge around here for me. Anyways, let me start with Neptune and Saturn and Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Think about the Hanged Man in tarot. It's kind of a flipping of perspective. It's a change in the way you normally would define things, and therefore it can be very confusing, especially emotionally. It can feel like there's a lot of feelings without any context. It can feel like a murky, dreamy space that you intuit that something's in the midst, but you can't really see it, so you can't really know it. And that is Pisces energy in general. It also rules fantasies for that same reason. So actually knowing where the boundaries lie between your reality and your fantasies can be particularly challenging at this time. And sometimes they do blend anyway. But also it's about what we learned about those things, because Saturn was retrograde in Pisces. And Saturn is about the lessons we learn. It's the karmic returns, the tough taskmaster. So when we're dealing with Neptune and Saturn together, as in Pisces and Saturn, you get that kind of like harsh lessons. You might be revisiting certain things you thought you already experienced or learned, and it's like, why? But with retrogrades, it can sometimes be that way, but also retrogrades turn the energy inward, in my opinion. And so when you're facing those things, this is all an internal type situation where it gets even more confusing and murky, doesn't it? You could be experiencing greater than usual, like lucid dreaming. I know I am, that's for sure. So that's kind of over in the Pisces, Neptune, Saturn area of the sky. By the way, in a few days, Saturn will go direct in Pisces. So it's going to be a lot of releasing of that emotional confusion and repeating cycle energy and like, what am I swimming in now energy. Let's go to the Moon in Cancer. So Cancer is often thought to be a very nurturing and motherly and accepting, intuitive type energy, and sure it is, but there's a ferocity to it as well, especially as it pertains to the Moon, because the Moon is about what's hidden, what we don't see. And Cancerians, like all water signs, have very, very strong intuition, and if there's any perceived emotional danger, Cancer will withdraw into the shell. Think of the crab. Or if you try to emotionally corner that energy, i.e. put any kind of boundary around it, it will use those pinchers to free itself. So there can be that kind of energy as well, but also it's so incredibly deeply emotional, and it often pertains to the home and feeling grounded and the mother, all those big energies that we deal with in the Moon. So what's hidden about those things could be coming to the surface. You could find yourself exceptionally emotional for no given cause, or like none that you can put a definition to anyway. That's possible, because Cancer, like all the water signs, again, it's very difficult to contain water. In that sense, there's no inherent boundary to it. And once it all meshes together, try to separate it again. Anyone who's been in heavy water relationships understands that one. And that's kind of the energy right now, too. All right, so Scorpio. Scorpio, for me, is always kind of the honorary water sign. When you think about it, it's represented by the scorpion, who lives on dry land, who never even goes in the water. I always find it interesting that Scorpio is a water sign. Now, I'm heavy in that energy myself, so I do understand the kind of more intuitive psychic parts. But Scorpio is really kind of a combination of all the signs to me. It's incredibly earthy, usually very industrious. It's in the 8th house, so it rules money and finance as well. And things like taxes and inheritances and other people's money. So there's a very pragmatic and grounded side to Scorpio as well. So we have Earth. Also incredibly cerebral, way more so than Pisces or Cancer. The intelligence comes from the intuition, yes, but it's much more filtered through the mind than either of its fellow water signs. So right now, and Scorpio is also known as the investigator. Oh, let me finish the elements, I'm sorry. So we have air, we have earth, we have fire. Well, everybody knows the Scorpio is sexy. And part of that is because of the mystery, but it is the passion. Because water sign, the emotional depths are incredibly deep, yes, but also very protected and very hard to get to. Scorpio is the investigator of the zodiac. It rules the 8th house, like I said, what's hidden, the occult, the psyche, all of those kinds of things. Usually the house of the therapist as well. Again, those of us with heavy Scorpio placements know all about that. But with all of that happening in the sky, when it comes to love, the thing with Scorpio is if it feels like something's being hidden or unknown or some trickery is being pulled or anything like that, then the emotional withdrawal is even worse than it is with the Cancer. It tends to be a lot more final and permanent. When Scorpio's done, it's done. And a lot of that has to do with that kind of thinking that perhaps somebody thought they could get away with something or trick a Scorpio, which is not something you can do. That's for sure. But along with that, there is a ferocity, just as there is with Cancer and Pisces, that kind of getting lost in dreamy illusion side of Pisces, or that uncontrollable emotional ebb and flow of Cancer. But with Scorpio, the ferocity comes from a different place. And it is, like I said, about thinking that things are being hidden, that can be built into a paranoia, especially at this time when if you have a history of romantic pain, and who doesn't? Anyone over 25, okay, even over a younger age than that. We all have had broken hearts. What Scorpio will do, being an industrious water sign, is it will use that energy. It will gain strength and fuel, because where the boundaries blur for Scorpio is what is dangerous or painful and what causes growth. Uncomfortable with change, or very comfortable with change. Scorpio's the change maker. As it pertains to love, it can also bring about a lot of transformation in yourself and in your romantic life. It's ruled by Pluto, though. And Pluto is very slow, very mysterious. In fact, they can't decide if it's a planet or what. And that's very Scorpionic energy as well. Because while very good at solving mystery, also very good at being a mystery. So to try to get to know Scorpio energy is very difficult. All the water signs are like that. Because the depths they keep going 1,000 leagues deep, right? And even oftentimes, again, very heavy in water, and most of my relationships have been water. Heavily anyway. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say about that. Oh yeah, it can often be that water signs themselves don't really understand the depths of how they feel. So we could be experiencing that a lot right now too. Sorry you guys, I'm just going to take a sip. But for tonight, I'm going to do a series of love readings over Scorpio season because, man, it's super intense energy, fixed water. So not only does that mean it doesn't surrender easily once engaged, it also means that it wants to control the flow. Fixed And part of that is because of the depths, once again, because it's like, well, I don't know. This has potential to kind of make me be vulnerable, make me be seen, when Scorpio's the seer. So if those vulnerabilities are coming to the surface right now for you, because perhaps you've met someone who can see you in a way that you didn't think they could, or maybe you're just experiencing that within your relationship with yourself. The 8th house is also very self-investigative. It's not an easy entry to get into that, though, to get behind the mystery. For myself and my approach to tarot, I don't really, many of you notice that most of them I address to you, because I'm not a big believer in hinging our bets or our feelings or our actions on another person's feelings, thoughts, and actions. I feel that in investigating the other too much, we miss out on the self and where our power lies and what the gift is for us. A Scorpio wants to know why, what was the purpose, and how can I grow from this experience, regardless of what the other situation is up to. That's why the withdrawal with Scorpio is so final. Because it's like, I will find a way to make this about my own personal growth, because that's what it is. But tarot is all about the heart as well. And so I'm going to do a love reading for the collective. It will be focused on yourself, your intentions, and your feelings. But energy does intermingle, as you guys know. So it could end up being the person you're curious about. The only thing I wanted to say, one more thing, you guys, with all that scorpionic investigative energy, which can on the dark side become quite suspicious and paranoid, I would say, even closing actually off the intuition because trying to control it too much. Fixed water. I want to control the outcome of this. And then Neptune being involved as well. Pay attention to your mind and the stories you're telling yourself. They might not be entirely what you think, right? They may not be true. The 8th house rules the psyche. So there could be a lot of that going on. That's just, a word of advice from me, because that's how I use the energy of the stars. It's not like, what are they telling me I must do and feel and behave? It's like, how can I better understand my own choices through this energy, how to best utilize it. So, okay, that all being said, you guys, deep, I know, it is Scorpio season, and it's the heaviest energy in my chart. Pluto rules my chart. It is, like I said, very mysterious, slow-moving, and hypnotic at times. So there can also be that feeling of being sort of in a hypnotic state somewhat, particularly as it comes to how you're feeling. Okay, that's enough. Let's do a collective reading. It's going to be for anyone, any sign, you guys. You'll know if it's for you. You don't have to resonate with all of the reading for it to contain some messages for you. We are a collective. We share this energy. Okay, what do we have? Luminosity. Well, that's interesting. Luminosity means two things here for me. It is about that ability to illuminate what's hidden, Scorpio energy, but also it's about yourself and what we were just talking about, what you project out, the energy you sit in. And I've been getting that message a lot in the collective, particularly as it applies to divine feminine energy. And this is, look, she has the lotus flower of all possibility in her hand, very empressy. But with this divine feminine energy, I've been getting a really strong message of, like I said, not trying to control the stories, not trying to put outcomes, boundaries, expectations on feelings, just allowing the creation of that and the energy of that to be the beauty. And two, when you're manifesting love into your life, you don't want to do that from a place of possessiveness. Yes, Scorpio can be very possessive. Again, fixed water. You don't want to do that from a place of possessiveness or angst or need or anger especially. There's something very like chill about this card. Very sitting in her own glow. Allowing the feeling of love to be the energy that fuels you and feeds the energy connection. Let's do one more. Interesting. That card is so Empressy to me. Oh, look at the difference. We have the distorted feminine. Okay, so there could be a healing happening for divine feminine right now. The distorted feminine takes that principle to the maximum. Two things can happen. Either you become afraid of your own vulnerability and try to control things too much, which is more of a masculine energy, right? It can be about thinking that you always have to be in pursuit of the thing you want, instead of sitting in your own luminous power and knowing that what's for you will be, instead of like being all scorpionic about it. But why? But what are they hiding? But I need to know this and that. I'm being hard on Scorpio with love, you guys. But there is that shadow side for sure. And the distorted feminine here could be a lesson that's being healed right now, especially as Saturn's about to leave Pisces. There is kind of a new enlightenment energy about this luminosity, isn't there? Like you've just been illuminated. It could be all of that stuff that's happening with Pisces right now. Okay. I mean, the energy we sit in is the energy we call in, right? So that's very important. And if that's what's being healed in the collective right now, that's excellent. Okay. From the wisdom of the tarot. No, from the wisdom of the oracle. Man, am I getting this card a lot. Poised. And it makes sense to me, especially here, because the healing of that divine feminine energy right here, distorted feminine, which, by the way, another kind of lower vibe energy of the feminine is to use the gifts of the feminine to manipulate. You know what I mean? That could be a possibility too as well. But poised here is ready to take a leap into something new. See how she's perched on the edge of that pillar, reaching for a star. Hope. What you wish for. This distorted feminine energy could have been getting in the way of that. Male or female, you guys. That can be in all of us. It is. If you're relating to the message. Okay. Whew. The energy is super intense. Let's take a romance angel. See, this is sort of less about love and more about spiritual path. Well, the intro was long, so. Express your love. Okay, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. There we go. So it could have been that you needed to go through this healing in order to, or this understanding, let's say, this self-investigation of the distorted feminine. You may have needed to do that to gain this enlightenment, because a leap of faith is going to be required into something new here. And expressing your love can feel that way as well. All right. Let's go to the lights here. Let's see. What's coming in for you when it comes to love now? Let's start there. Oh, wow. The Chariot. Cancer's major. The Chariot's an interesting one, especially with the distorted feminine coming out. Because see the dark horse and the light horse? That's what I was saying about that water energy, where it can pull you kind of all over the place into many areas of the self, of emotional experiences, highs and lows, dark and light, the ebb and flow. This is about aligning those parts of the self so that you can head in a victorious direction. This can also be a card about travel and movement forward and victory. Having succeeded, maybe now you can move forward, right, through that lesson. Okay, what's coming toward you? The Nine of Wands. Nice, the wounded warrior here. Spiritual perseverance. And this is my almost there card. This is that moment of time where you take a breath, and perhaps that's why it's poised, where you take a breath before completing the task. And the next step requires a lot of passion and a lot of self-belief. You need the Ace of Wands to prompt you along to finish that. Wherever you've been walking so far, perhaps this, whatever, you know, your experience or your walk. Now, if this isn't your feminine energy that is in this lesson, this could have been a cycle in your life of dealing with that from other people. Again, male or female. People that became very codependent emotionally or financially or in any way really too passive. Or somebody that was manipulative when it came to feminine qualities. So you could have dealt with somebody like that and that needed to be healed. Or within yourself. But anyway, poised and the Nine of Wands are almost the same card. One more step and it requires passion and faith. And heart. The Wands rule the heart. All right, what else is coming in towards you? Now, this could be somebody else. It depends on if you fall on the feminine or masculine energy when it comes to this. The Five of Wands. With the Nine of Wands, it's like maybe you're fighting with yourself to not give up on something. That's very possible. This is all competing energies and ideas. There could be a bit of a struggle involved in this situation with this person coming towards you. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And it's like it's kind of on the way, but there's an internal battle about it for some reason. Why? It could involve travel. Oh my gosh, you guys. We have Capricorn's major arcana, the devil. Okay. I'm going to go deep on that one. But we have Cancer and Capricorn in opposition. I've been seeing that a ton right now. And it's always interesting to me because, of course, the opposition is a mirror. Same pieces in different order. So it could be about self-examination as well. It could also be that you're dealing with a Capricorn, plain and simply. It can, but the thing about the devil, especially here in this deck, the Light Seer, that is what I call the sexiest devil in tarot. But the point is that it's made up of your own fantasy. Capricorn energy, we're talking about that Saturn and Pisces situation. The things that tempt you. The things that keep you in bondage. Five of Wands. Whether that be addictions to drugs, sex, alcohol, food, thought cycles, control. Whatever it is. And it's like this chariot is headed right forward victoriously, about to take that last jump, poised, and the Ace of Wands. And then in comes that internal blockage, that dialogue and that fight. By the way, the devil can be fear. Okay. Let's keep going. Whether that's you or this person, right? It could be that for you and this person, this has been a bit of a battle. That's for sure. Yeah, then comes the Fool. Aries major, 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 major. Wow. Very transformative energy. We have the Nine of Cups on the bottom. I love this. Because what beats the devil? Happiness and joy and freedom. The Fool coming out of the devil is absolutely like, okay, I'm done with that. Freedom. And taking that leap of faith. And remember when I said you only need that Ace of Wands? Well, that Ace of Wands is Kundalini energy and it fuels the Fool. You have to be that passionate. You have to be that inspired in order to take a leap of faith like the Fool does. I just want to show you guys these side by side. It is literally leaping away from the devil, whatever it means for you, into wish fulfillment. And this can be that Kundalini energy, sure. I mean, that amount of happiness can fuel the Fool. Fuel the Fool. A tongue twister. Let's keep going. I'm going to clarify a little bit of this. Okay, what comes now? Where's that Fool going? Whoa, the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is interesting. Very fast-moving energy here. So go ahead and make that romantic gesture. Having sprung free from the fear with this Devil, this is the leap of faith and doing the romantic gesture. The Knight of Swords is kind of a jumpy energy, but here, definitely in a hurry. This could have to do with timing as well, but communication coming in, a truth being spoken. We'll see. We'll see. Because that can be somebody who has some sharp words for you as well. But I don't think so, because the romantic gesture has more to do with the fear. And that's why the Knight of Swords is coming in, not the King, because a little nervous. And I see why, the Fool. All right, what else? What's this Knight of Swords going to do here? What's the air energy here with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini? All right. Communication, nevertheless. Temperance, Sag energy. Okay, they're holding themselves back for a reason. They could be quite angry with you as well for some reason. But we still have to go ahead and make the romantic gesture, so that, I don't know about that. But the Five of Wands and the Knight of Swords, like Temperance can be a cooling of the energy, like settle down kind of thing. But also here in this deck, it looks to me like it's more divine than that. Because he's playing with the energy, he's playing with chi. So this could be about timing, like this person wants to take this leap of faith and rush in. But there's a need to kind of work with fate, rather. See the angel wings behind him? Being guided. Sag is a very spiritual energy. It's about harnessing that wisdom from above and putting it here. So there could be a sense of higher knowing going on with this person as well, even though they want to rush. Okay. Could also be referring to Sag season for the timing, coming up at the end of November. What? The Ten of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have a lot of Earth. We have a lot of Capricorn coming out here. And okay, so we're heading into Cappy season as well. Okay. Oh, look at this. The Four of Swords wanted to come out. The Four of Swords is a time of rest and recovery. It's actually stepping out of all of that stress and anxiety and memories of heartbreak from the past. See, it's very much that nesting, getting stable, and also regrowing the heart, reopening the heart. The Ten of Pentacles it could be a family situation that needed balancing out. Money. There could have been arguments about money. Okay. What else? The Devil. Oh, look at that. The Ace of Cups. That's all the water in the sky right now. This is an actual tidal wave. Now, you got to contain it somehow because it's just an energy. I don't see the Knight or the Page of Cups who would harness that and turn it into something here. I see the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Earth energy. Heavy Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo here. But the Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning. See, here it looks kind of like it's still quite ethereal. It's still in the energy. You can feel it, but it's not quite here. One more, and then I'll clarify some of this. Okay. The Tower, oh my gosh. Scorpio, Aquarius, and Aries energy. You could be dealing with an Aries. But the Tower is a sudden change. And it's usually for the better. It's when there could be too much resistance, the universe sends in help and changes everything. And this Ace of Cups could be that change. It could have been what precipitated the conquering of the Devil energy, that fear. Now, that could be within you for sure. But we're going to keep going. Let's get some clarification. I have the Wild Unknown. Let's see this Chariot energy. Where is this going? Okay, I like it. I'm not going to take the two that fell face down, but I will take the two that fell face up. Look at the Ace of Wands. There it is. That inspiration, the passion, my Roman candle to the heart. And that caused the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of stress and anxiety. Way overthinking a situation. We have 9 swords and 9 wands. It's like it's getting close. And that's when things amp up as well, for sure. But the 9 of Swords is it's what I was saying about wanting to know everything for a fact. Not surrendering to the flow. Fire flows and it moves, and so does water with the Chariot there. 9 of Swords is breaking through the gate, right? But I definitely sense a lot of anxiety around that. It could be because you can't control it. The Empress is on the bottom of the deck. Divine Feminine, and we have Luminosity there. Let's see the 9 of Wands. The 6 of Swords, beautiful. That means the 5 of Swords has been passed through. Again, it could have been an argument or a fight between the two of you. But I think this is about moving forward out of conflict. Swords are our own thoughts too. And so it's moving out of the shadows and towards something brighter. But first, this Devil energy. This is about a wanting to conquer that. 5 of Wands. Oh, I love the Star. Aquarius is major. You know, I'm laughing because I'm seeing this in almost every reading right now. Pluto shifts into Aquarius in when? Late January, where it's been in Capricorn right there for 15 years. It's going to go into Aquarius. And this is the new hope, healing. I love that poise. Remember I said she's reaching for the star for her wish? You had the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. And now we have the star. That's what's guiding. And the star with the 5 of Wands. It's like, oh. Let me get one more because I'm not sure what the 5 of Wands is about here. Okay. But why the 5 of Wands? Is this an internal struggle? Standing in your own way? Is there a lot of struggle around this situation? This can be trying to fight off destiny. I mean, the star and the 5 of Wands, yeah. Oh, look at this, the 4 of Swords. We already saw that. With the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Swords and the star, this can be a bit of a spiritual awakening that you're undergoing as well. We do have the Tower. And this, I always say, is the heart chakra opening, the Ace of Wands and 9 of Swords. Because it's that intense. And it can prompt you to kind of feel pulled all over the place emotionally. And out of control, as it were. The Emperor drives the Chariot. Control. All right. The 4 of Swords is recovery after a time of heartbreak. So maybe that's coming out for the 5 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, there could be some kind of resistance. But I think there's like a spiritual awakening happening. See how the third eye on that baby sheep is all lit up? It's amazing. See the Devil. Judgment. Sag and Scorpio here. The Devil has to do with the things from the past. There's that Pluto energy, right? That slow, dark crawl through our psyche, through our past. And it can have to do with past lives too. This is doing the work to rise up out of the shadows. And there's the bird of freedom, that's Sagittarius energy. And that's what the Devil represents. Leaving the past in the past. Actually stepping out of fear. Not like into the new hope, right? With the star. Beautiful. Judgment. The Hierophant. This most definitely could be a spiritual awakening. But this can also have to do with institutions. So like formal institutions, legal things, courts, judges, marriage, higher education. I think it's a spiritual awakening that's happening here, however, because the Hierophant, yeah, look at this. We have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, Pisces. Neptune. This can be about your commitment to yourself, or, okay, we have the Magician and the King of Pentacles, manifesting commitment. We already saw the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. A lot of major arcanas, you guys. This is incredibly powerful. But the Father of Pentacles is commitment energy, for sure. And it's grounded and it's practical. Okay. The Four of Wands. What is this about? Like, if this is you or the person, whether this is definitely commitment and creating something stable. Remember I said of the Four of Swords, there's a lot of stabilizing energy here. The Four of Wands is the achievement of a wish, of something you see in the future. These two have a lot in common. There's the wish and there's the achievement. This person, if you're not the King of Pentacles, is very powerful. And it could have to do with this awakening because of the heart chakra. Let's see the Fool. But this is a celebration. Temperance. Okay. Knowing when it's the right time. See, there is a wanting to take that leap. There is a wanting to rush in. But what does the Knight of Swords want to say? The Five of Pentacles. Let's get one more. Because we have the Ten of Pentacles there. Oh, Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Okay, Five of Pentacles. The Six of Cups. Wow. It's very spiritual. The Six of Cups can be a past life connection. This can be somebody from your past. It doesn't have to be your distant past. Just somebody returning that you have good memories of. They miss you for sure. If this is another person, this Six of Cups is like, to me, it's the opposite of the Nine of Swords. This is getting into the energy of pure love without overthinking, without cynicism, without the need to put like the boundaries of understanding around. This can have to do with healing from your past as well. Okay. But the Five of Pentacles is a feeling of insecurity. The Moon, there could be something unknown or you don't know this. The Hermit, Virgo energy. Okay, there's too many cards coming out. Okay. So soul searching, there's definitely somebody going through like a bit of a spiritual enlightenment process here. Temperance energy, please. What's this about? This can be about childhood stuff as well. Like a belief in childhood of not having enough. Okay. It could have to do with money too. And the High Priestess fell out. Okay. Let's see Temperance. What's this about? Temperance. The Two of Cups. Beautiful. Venus in Cancer here. Very romantic, very sweet. This has definitely to do with some kind of partnership. And it's almost like the Archangel is balancing out these two cups here. Or this dude in the lights here. Remember I said it looks like he's playing with the energy. It's like just the right measure, just the right timing. To create a Two of Cups, it's kind of a precarious mix. It has to be perfect. So the angels could be working to clear up something here with this distorted feminine energy. For some of you, the distorted feminine and the Six of Cups with the Five of Pentacles, that can be mother issues. It can be that you were always, you know, that you or this person was always told they couldn't do too much, wouldn't achieve too much. It could be that. It could be somebody wanting to heal the past with you. It could be alternatively, if you've had experiences yourself with this distorted feminine, somebody who can manipulate a lot emotionally, sexually, codependencies. That too could be what's getting balanced out through this process and this enlightenment. 10 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles. That's longevity. We've now seen that King of Pentacles twice. This can be about a home. It can be about work, a career. I don't think so, though. I'm getting... But we do have the Star. Okay. 10... No. 10 of Pentacles. What is this about? 10 of Pentacles. Okay, the High Priestess again. Following your intuition. But this is the High Priestess upright, Neptune upright. So it doesn't necessarily have to do with illusion anymore. So is this the new dream or the new hope? Oh, there's the King of Swords. Remember I said the Knight of Swords is nervous? Here comes the King, wanting to talk to you. The King of Swords, this is interesting too though, because the King of Swords is, like I said, a very cerebral energy, wants to understand. And the intuition cannot be understood with the mind. It's not about putting that kind of understanding around it. But I still want to see there, because there could be some kind of psychic communication between the two of you. I just got the feeling like somebody was observing you psychically. Is that possible? Or somehow, yeah, in silence. Interesting. Okay. We have, yeah, Scorpio. Death and rebirth here. And I just feel like, it's like, look at this King of Swords. Look at the intensity of it in his eyes. And also the intuition of Pisces there. Watching. For what though? Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Let's see this Ace of Cups. But something is definitely changing here. Okay. Ace of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I always say the Queen of Pentacles is the cornerstone of that 10. She's required. This is wife energy. This is partner energy. And this is able to balance things out, right? In the home. Taking care of all the physical needs. Very nurturing. Very sensual. As in the senses. Let's do one more. The Emperor and the Four of Cups. Okay. So either you're in this Queen of Pentacles Empress energy and you're like waiting for something to begin or something to come in, a truth to be spoken. 9 to the Ace of Swords is 10 of Swords. Putting an end to your fears, your worries, your doubts. I knew the Emperor was going to come out. And there's the Chariot that he's driving as well. Heading your way for sure. If you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy for whatever it is you've been waiting for emotionally, for something to begin. Look, from the eclipse to the new moon. New moon in Scorpio coming up on the 14th of November. Can be about manifesting something new. From a balanced, now healthy place as well. It could be that. For some of you, if it's more of an internal. And then again, the Emperor is stable. If this is not external for you. But this definitely could be somebody coming in toward you. And they've been sitting on this for a while. The Tower. The Seven of Pentacles. There's that Hermit, Virgo energy. Remember he wanted to come out before? And it's interesting because it kind of looks like he has the Ace of Wands flame there burning. It could be that this person has been making plans. But again, keeping all of this silent. Like, what is that about? What's being hidden here with the Hermit? A plan? What is the Tower, please? Oh my God. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is attached over here, coming in. Earth and water, I love that. That makes a buildable material, capable of building a home. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands. This is making plans to have a brand new beginning. Nine of Cups. Okay, what's that? A brand new beginning with the Fool. Aries. A leap of faith into something fresh. Because 10 swords, right? You get the 10 swords now. One more. It fell on the floor. All right, I'll see if I can get it without knocking anything over, you guys. Sorry. I'm kind of boxed in. Look what it is. The 10 of Cups. And here's what's beautiful. See all the rainbows in that 10 of Cups connecting? See the flow? And the rainbow colors in the star? Wish fulfillment. This is what's guiding you, and there's a lot of healing to be had. Because it's been a long, hard fight, and you're almost there. There's that new moon. So that full moon eclipse in Taurus could have been all about this. For whoever this person is, it could have caused a spiritual awakening for them. There's Taurus right there. And this is about commitment to the self, to what you believe in, but also commitment in general. We had the King of Pentacles twice. Whoa, very powerful. Let's do some star codes. So this is the process for somebody to come in and express the love. Or at least they're making plans to, because we actually end with the Hermit. Yeah, for sure, because the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles, which are both paused, deliberate, slow, being careful, planting seeds, and then boom, the Tower. It's time to go. Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and those two aces end up becoming tens, right? Growing into something committed, long-lasting. And something that is in line with your own values and theirs. Okay. Look who comes out first. Scorpio, the investigator. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or have that strongly in your chart, but we have Taurus on the bottom too. This could have to do with building a home, finance, stability, but anyway, Scorpio comes out first. Okay, I love it. The opposition or the confrontation. We had the opposition of Cancer and Capricorn here, so it could have been demonstrating that. Two opposing forces coming together. See how the opposition in astrology looks kind of like a balance? The infinity sign. One of the things I love about opposites in astrology, and especially in relationship astrology, is, difficult, but also it completes the whole self by incorporating those parts, because our opposite is, like I said, a mirror. Same parts, different order. We have the Moon and Saturn coming out. No way. Cancer and Capricorn's ruling planets. And an astrology card that dropped on the floor. This is crazy. They're jumping all over the place. Aries, taking action. Aries is that Ace of Wands. It's masculine energy. So there we finally have action being taken out of the Saturn structure. Aquarius on the bottom of the deck. Aquarius with the King of Swords and the Star as well. Okay, I'm losing my voice. Let me wrap up the reading. Let's do True Love Reading Oracle. No, the Lover's Oracle. It's super late too, you guys. I just wanted to make sure I told you this, because a lot of my friends and in private readings and in YouTube readings, I am seeing a lot of that investigative energy. Reflection, give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that it will all work out for the best. Exactly what I was talking about, right? And the star is about trust and having faith that you're not alone in the universe, that your wishes are assisted by the power of the stars and your own belief in them. It's fueled by you. Okay. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Whether that applies to this person or yourself or both of you, there could be feelings of guilt. It could have something to do with children or childhood. Or something to do with children. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship both supports and challenges. We have the opposition energy. Amazing. All right, you guys, very intense, but it is Scorpio. Oh heck, let's cap it off. I used every other love oracle. The Amore Psyche. Let's bring this down to earth and see what the physical or sexual components. 3 aces though, including the Ace of Wands. The charm of simplicity. Keeping it simple. The Fool energy. Happiness. Okay. Super nice. All right, you guys, that's what I have. I hope this was helpful to some of you. I'll do more of these in the series as we go through Scorpio. Because as I've mentioned before too, there's a lot of kind of spying type energy going on. I hope this reading helped. I hope it resonated. And more than anything, I hope you guys are doing very well during this intense astrology time. I'll talk to you soon, my friends. Bye for now.